Today is Wednesday 29th, and today we're going to talk about a very special topic, so you're going to need your Grammar Explorer on page 124. So basically, it indicates that an action has ended, but not at a definite time. Okay, so the present perfect, we use it for four things. Number one, to describe an experience. An example will be, I have traveled the world, which in Spanish it would mean he viajado por el mundo. So right here I have another two examples. Number two, James has met Andrés. In Spanish it will be, James ha conocido a Andrés. And on number three, it will be, I have never been to Rome. Nunca he estado en Roma. Number two, to describe a change over time. An example will be, house prices have increased a lot, que en español significa que los precios de las casas han subido demasiado. Another example, it will be, Anna has grown since the last time I saw her. Ana ha crecido mucho desde la última vez que la vi. And number three, this restaurant has become very popular. Este restaurante se ha vuelto muy popular. Number three, to describe accomplishments. Doctors have discovered cures for diseases, which in Spanish it means los doctores han encontrado curas para enfermedades. Another example, it will be, people have been to the moon. La gente ha ido a la luna. And on the other one, technology has made it possible to learn online. La tecnología ha hecho posible aprender en línea. And number four, a continuous action that started in the past. One example will be, Sam has worked here for 2 years, which in Spanish it is, Sam ha trabajado aquí por 2 años. Finally, the other two examples will be, we have been friends for 1 year. Hemos sido amigos por 1 año. And the next one, they have been in the room all day. Han estado en el cuarto todo el día. In the present perfect, we use the auxiliary have and has, but we also need the subject and we also need the verb. So it is, I have, you have, they have, we have. And the third person is, he has, she has, it has. Alright, so now that you know how to use has and have, we're going to check some exercises. First, we need to identify the subject. I have been to Canada. The subject is going to be I. So I, you can only make it with have, so it's I have. The next one, my sisters have seen the movie. The subject, it is my sisters. So the auxiliary, it will be have. The next one, Charlie has gone home. Charlie is our subject, so you're gonna have has. And the last one, my phone has been fixed. My phone is the noun it, so you're gonna have it with has. Okay, so now you're wondering what happens to the verb. There is no present and there is no past, but it is the past participle. Number one, I have been to Canada. The verb is going to be been, so it's in the past participle. It's not in the past. The next one, my sisters have seen this. It's the verb in the past participle. Charlie has gone home. This is the verb, and it's also in the past participle. My phone has been fixed. Again, this is the verb, and it's in the past participle. Okay, so this is a very common list of 50 regular verbs. They are in the present, past, and the past participle. We are only going to use the one in pink. So now, just like any other tense, the past participle, you have irregulars and you have regulars. For example, the verb watch. It is a regular verb. Why? Because you can add ed to make it past. Watch, it turns into watch. So the past participle, which is the one we're going to use in the present perfect, is the one that's going to stay the same because it's regular. So it stays watch. So if I want to make a sentence, I have watched that movie. But there are also some irregulars that they change completely. For example, go, there is no go in. There's went in the past simple, but the past participle is going to be gone. So if I want to make a sentence, it will be, they have gone to their home. Also, this is a very helpful list that it says past participle irregular verbs, so you can see the verb infinitive, the past simple, and the past participle, which is the one that we're using right now. So now I'm going to tell you the formula in order to make a sentence in the present perfect. Now, it may seem a little bit tricky, but we're going to make it on the board. A subject. It could be I, you, he, she, it, we, or they, my sister, my brother, whoever you want. In this case, it would be my mom. My mom. And then you need to add have or has depending on the subject. My mom, it's a she, so you're going to have has. My mom has. And then we're going to pick a verb. I don't know, bake. And then the complement. Now, what happens when you have a negative? You just need to add the not to the auxiliary have or has. For example, I have not. Or let's say another subject, she. She has not. But if you want to make it even shorter, you need to add the contraction. Instead of have not, it would be I haven't, this is a contraction. Or she has not, it will be she hasn't. Okay, so in order to know when to use the present continuous, you need to think about time. Let's say last week and this week. You need to think about unfinished and finished time. For example, last week it is finished. You cannot add any more things. For example, yesterday, last year, last month, in 1991. It is done and it is finished. So you need to use the simple past. But when you're talking about unfinished time, you can still add something. When you're talking about today, this year, this month, right now, you're going to use the present perfect. Alright, so here's some more examples of finished time. Last month I visited my dad 3 times. This is finished. That's why it's in the simple past, because I'm not going to visit him tomorrow and the month is over. But the unfinished time, this month I have visited my dad 4 times. This is unfinished time. This is in the present continuous because maybe I can visit him tomorrow or maybe next week, or we don't know. Another example, it will be he borrowed my car yesterday. This is finished, so this is why it's in the simple past. He borrowed my car yesterday, it already happened. But the next one, he has borrowed my car today. This is unfinished time, and also you need to change the time it is happening. Alright, so today's activities, you need to first, you need to solve page 124 and 125 in your Grammar Explorer, and then you need to read 122 and 123 and circle the correct answer. Bye!